Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 72 of my survival series. So, here's the weird part. I haven't played Minecraft in several months. The reason for that can actually be boiled down to some pretty simple reasons, but the point is, I actually missed a whole bunch of holidays. I missed Halloween, and I would have made a big deal about that. And at the time of this being uploaded, I also missed Christmas. So, this episode, we're going to do a holiday catch-up. We're going to kind of mix together some different things from Halloween and Christmas, and do a couple small projects related to both of those holidays. So first off, let's do Halloween, and of course, it's thunderstorming outside, which is perfect for what I'm planning to do. We're going to make the exterior of the mansion look a little more haunted. And it's quite apparent that because of my lack of time to play, it seems I've gotten extremely rusty at this game. So this will also be a chance to kind of get back in the groove. And since the last episode, Optifine for 1.13 finally came out, so everything is much smoother, and I'm actually able to walk around the bulk storage room, finally. So now I'm going to craft up a bunch of white stained glass and stained glass panes, because I want to... We should make the exterior of the mansion kind of haunted. And to make it haunted, we should have ghosts. Wait, really? You don't craft stained glass panes from glass panes? That is weird. Okay, clearly I know nothing. At the moment, the Halloween decorations around this mansion are limited to a bunch of these carved pumpkins on armor stands, jack-o'-lanterns, and this haunted closet right here, which has the super spooky armor stand, as well as a sign saying "Enter if ye dare." Now, there used to be something hanging off these fences here, hanging off on leashes. Actually had a horse and a pig hanging off these two spots, except the lead kept breaking. And in fact, it continues to break. So I'm just going to tear down these decorations, because we're going to replace it with something much, much better. We're going to put a bunch of haunted ghosts around here, as well as a bunch more pumpkin patches. My goal is to light up the area around the mansion with jack-o'-lanterns. And also put a bunch of these white stained glass ghosts all over the place. I'm not entirely sure how the ghosts are going to look, but I hope they're going to turn out alright. So first off, this super spooky forest. I always get surprised by creepers around here. And I really, really don't like it. See, there's creeper holes just all over the place. So I'm going to cover them up, or at least light the area up. And I brought an entire shulker box full of carved pumpkins. I hope that's enough pumpkins. I hope that's enough jack-lanterns. So, and I can always run back to the bulk storage room to get more torches. I can also place some other, just regular carved pumpkins all over the place. And that's all from update 1.12, when my pumpkin farms were producing only the carved pumpkins before the distinction was really invented. Whoa. Okay, looks like I'm gonna end up breaking a bunch of mushrooms. But for now, I'm just gonna run around and spam all these, and basically just light up the area. And then we can come back in and put in a few white ghosts all over the place. The things you find. I had no idea there was a lake here. I had no idea. And it's, good golly, it's right in the high traffic area where I tend to put minecarts all over the place. And yet I've never seen this lake. Also, it seems we have some blue sheep all over the place from when I was collecting wool from before I had a sheep farm, which is the new sheep farm is currently on top of the mansion there. And when 1.14 comes around, I can actually automate that sheep farm, which I fully intend to do. And speaking of 1.14, at the moment of this being recorded, I think 18W47A snapshot has been released. So that's got the pillager outpost. It's got some pretty interesting things, and I'm actually quite excited about it because you have it's a huge improvement to the villagers and villages, and it actually. I'm also a little bit nervous that maybe the villager trading halls would be completely maybe negated somehow, but I like the idea of things like looms to craft banners. Okay, Rusty me versus a creeper. Let's see who wins. See if I still got if I can actually still fight creepers here. Why isn't the creeper going in the water? That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Now it's in the water. Okay, cool. I can still kill creepers. That's good. Okay, time for some more lighting up. And looks like we're reaching the burnt area that got a little bit hurt by some big lightning storm. I don't remember making this staircase. I suppose I made it when I was first exploring the exterior of the mansion. And man, these hills are impossible to traverse. Not like there's any need to traverse them, but until now. And what the heck is this? Huh. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna go investigate after I light this place up. And now we must decide where to put our first ghost. So now that pretty much the entire area has been lit up, we need to figure out where to place some ghost, because that's really the main Halloween decoration, is the super spooky ghosts that just hide out and occasionally do a jump scare like this creeper just did. Yeah, I'm very bad. Okay. Here we go. Man, this bow's on its last legs, but it'll soon be replaced with a crossbow, because crossbows are awesome. And I especially like the multi-shot enchantment for that crossbow, because it basically makes it so that you never have to aim again, because you can just shoot it off in some random direction, and it'll and most of the time it'll always hit. You don't even have to aim with that thing. And the ability to just instantly be able to maybe take it out of an item frame and immediately shoot it afterwards, that is just amazing. Plus, fireworks. The ability to do multi-shot and fireworks, and the fact that fireworks do damage, that would make capturing end cities a lot of fun, I think. I haven't tried it yet, because I just came back to playing after several months of unexpected, basically several months where unexpectedly I've been unable to play the game. So now let's place it. Now let's put a ghost. How about right here? And it's dark, but that doesn't really matter, because we're just gonna build out here. It's all lit up, so there's really no reason to be in danger. And I just recently slept, so no phantoms will come attack me, I don't think. So let's see. The traditional ghost kind of has these weird wings that just go off all over the place, and they generally float above the ground. So I'm just gonna remove some of the leaves of the street here. And generally speaking, generally the wings tend to be kind of frayed and ragged, so I suppose I could do something like this here to simulate that. See, the real difficulty here would be I guess it would be the head, because, well, then again, I suppose I could just use a carved pumpkin for that. So, yeah, I think this kind of looks like a ghost, sort of. Let's pillar up here and make the head. So I think we can just make the head just a carved pumpkin surrounded by this white stained glass. And let's see here, stuff like that. There we go. there's the head of the pumpkin, of the ghost. Let's do that, maybe? Something like this. Kind of looks like a wedding veil like this. Let's see. And twist around the pumpkin. There we go. That's weird. How come the glass panes aren't connected to the pumpkin? That is quite peculiar. So now let's see how this ghost looks. Probably looks absolutely awful. Here we go. I wish I brought my shoes. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have it in my ender chest somewhere. Yeah. Let's break this wool block and step back. That kind of looks like a ghost. I'd say that looks like a ghost. Okay, let's put some more of those around. Maybe on this side of the mansion where I'm thinking making a haunted path that... Okay. Whoa. These hoppers duplicated. Every single one of them. Cool. Okay, so we know... So hopper duplication does still work. I was kind of questioning that after several failed attempts at this. It looks like hopper duplication still works. And, whoa. Hello, zombies. Massive swarm. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just collecting a bunch of dragon eggs that I duplicated, because there's no other way to get dragon eggs. At least, not consistently. Then again, why am I collecting dragon eggs? They can't break bedrock anymore. At least I don't think they can. I'm gonna have to do my research on that. Okay, get out of here, zombies. Let me collect my dragon eggs. This one's still got an extra. Here we go. Okay. All of them are still active? Good. Okay, now over here... Oh, looks like I didn't light this mushroom up. There we go. Now it's lit up. Okay, so now we need to make a path to actually get up to the mansion. So we're gonna have to do some terraforming on this hill here and kind of flatten it out a little bit. This way it's actually traversable. And this way also I can actually get some... Yeah, let's not break this pumpkins here. This way also I can transport whatever mobs I want to up this hill. Let's see. Suppose I don't need these mushrooms. Okay. Let's just do that, maybe? I'm gonna have to do some pretty massive terraforming with this. Okay. Just collect all this grass. And now let's make a path. So over here is where the Christmas path... This is where the Christmas path ends. So now we can just have it go around the tree here and just kind of make it a sparse path through here. I suppose I could add some podzol to this thing here. Yeah, I think some podzol will add to the effect of having a haunted, crooked path to the forest that hardly anyone traverses. And this pumpkin is placed... I suppose I could just have the path go around these trees. There we go. Now let's see. As for going up this hill, definitely need to flatten this out. Yeah. Definitely 100% gonna have to flatten this out a little bit. Hello, zombies. Coming to join the party? Helping me decorate this path? Okay. And this way we can actually have a good, feasible path up the hill. Because this has always been just such a pain to transport mobs up this hill. And this would be a perfect solution for that. Okay. I think I need to turn down my mouse sensitivity, because this is actually difficult to control. Yeah, let me turn down my mouse sensitivity. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. There we go. Now I actually feel like I'm in control of my movements. Here we go. Okay. I was just thinking, kind of dreading the idea of having to go traveling off and finding a mega taiga biome to get podzol, because that would be ideal for the paths that I want to make. But then I checked the Minecraft wiki, and it turns out you can actually get podzol if you do this. Just dig some spruce saplings, grow them into a giant spruce tree. Okay, what's going on here? Zombies? Are the zombies preventing the tree from growing? Probably this log. Yeah, spruce trees are really picky. It's why the giant tree farms are so difficult to make, because these trees are extremely picky. There we go. And grow. No? Still don't want to grow? Come on. Try to get some extra podzol here. Seriously, what is the matter? Are the zombies seriously preventing the tree from growing? There we go. Finally got one of these trees to grow. But check this out. All this podzol here. And we can just scoop up right here and just harvest it all. This is fantastic. Okay, I think this will be in... Oh wow, it also places the podzol underneath the tree. This is a really cool mechanic, because it means that this decorative dirt is actually renewable. It's not something that I thought would be added, but okay. But yeah, now we have just a floating spruce tree, and yeah, that's not exactly all that great. Neither is the water flowing in. I'll figure out something to do with this later. But for now, I think this is enough podzol. 48 podzol? Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, we now have an official super spooky path. After the Christmas path, I think we should make it maybe not so abrupt. Like maybe just do something like this. That way it doesn't end so abruptly. And then it goes into this spooky forest, jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. And we have this kind of erratic, jagged podzol and grass path trail here. Goes up the hill here. That's actually, so this is now traversable along the path. You have it goes up to the haunted closet. It's got the enter if ye dare, and it's now goes all the way over to the entrance of the mansion with the ghost here. Let's place another ghost near the entrance of this path. So maybe right next to one of those candy canes there, we put another ghost. We should just put a couple ghosts along this path, because I have plenty of wool. Okay, I'm going to see if I can make this one a little bit smaller, maybe not so derpy looking. Now here's the thing, because this is supposed to be a haunted forest, I think we should cover this place up, because this place was damaged quite heavily from multiple lightning strikes. And I think we should patch it up a little. Like maybe bring back some of these trees a little bit. And so, first off, we're going to chop down the spruce tree, because this is supposed to be a haunted forest, not a spruce forest. So let's just chop down this tree here and get some spruce wood. And then I'm going to gather a whole bunch of dark oak leaves. And then I think I'm just going to get a third-person time-lapse going, and we can fill in the remaining the leaves that have been burned down and broken. Okay, let's do this. I'd say this ghost looks a little bit better. Maybe if I could put a few more glass panes here, but no, that actually made it worse. Okay, so this ghost I think looks much better than the one in front of the mansion. I'm still going to keep the one in front of the mansion because it's a much bigger ghost than this one is, and that's the point of that one. Let's see if I can throw ender pearls. Yeah, apparently I can't throw ender pearls. Not very well, anyways. There we go. Okay. So now we have another ghost here. Let's get some. Let's get shears, and we need ender pearls. There we go. I should probably reload on ender pearls. I'm gonna need to travel off to the end to the Enderman farm and get some ender pearls. Oops. Okay, let's make a couple more ghosts. Okay, we now have four ghosts that go all along this path here. So you have this first ghost right here that's absolutely enormous. We have this ghost here. Looks like I'm laser jumping. We have this ghost here, which kind of looks like a seahorse. Whoop. We have this smallish ghost, and we have this one up ahead, this one at the entrance. None of them really look all that great, but they're recognizable as ghosts. So that's pretty cool. We now have a couple ghosts. I think we should put in a couple graves maybe. Like maybe over here and put some haunted messages on them or something. Okay, these grave markers are going to be for some. They're not gonna be an actual person that dies here. It's going to be something like, oh, here's an example. I'm thinking this is going to be the only time that I actually use andesite for its purpose. So the soul sand here is where the. That is weird. Why is it that the. That's so bizarre. I mean, the block breaks, but the soul sand doesn't get placed. That's weird. Anyways, I can do here. Here lies Javamonk's old skin. In case you didn't know, I did not always have this skin. In fact, until episode 50, I had the default Steve skin. And you can see that in a lot of my old videos. Well, actually not that old. But here lies Javamonk's old skin. I suppose I could make some sort of joke about Steve. Like, it's better than Bob. Okay. So there we go. We have a grave marker there, and I think that's the only one I actually want to place, because I can't actually. Oh, here's another one. Let's see. How about here lies Quicksilver's stability. So, in case you don't know who Quicksilver is, let me quick introduce you to my diamond armored super fast horse that I caught and tamed back in episode 14 or something. It was a very long time ago. But then something very mysterious happened at around episode, I think, 59. So, if I can find my horse here. Its name is Quicksilver, and the weird part about the horse is that it seems to exist in two places at the same time. So, let me see if I can actually find this horse. Here's the villager breeder. I'm glad to see that it's working quite well. Here it is. Quicksilver. Ta-da! Super fast horse and jumps ridiculously high. Now, watch this. Quicksilver is over here. And if you go back to episode 59, I'm building a... I think it's episode 59. I'm building basically recreating a real-life castle called Trim Castle from Northern Ireland. Okay, let me actually try to... Whoops. I'll actually try to fly here. So, that castle over there is Trim Castle. I constructed that over the course of 2 episodes, one of which was over an hour long. That was insane. So, I'm going to do a quick flyby tour. First off, why is this llama here? And secondly, let's just fly in here. Whoa! Too fast. Okay, this is crazy. Okay. Come on, stop! There we go. See, look! Here's Quicksilver. Right here. Exactly the same horse, and exactly the same attributes. And even named Quicksilver. What is up with that? So, yeah, I'm gonna leave a grave marker because Quicksilver didn't really die, but it's not exactly stable though. Its position is not exactly stable. It's like some sort of... I can make some quantum physics joke here, assuming I actually understood what the heck it was. Well, what the heck it was about. But there. Heal lives, Quicksilver stability. Let's see. It should trim, since the castle's named Trim Castle, it should trim its mane every now and then. There we go. And now we just gotta dig up this dirt and place soul sand. There we go. So now we have 2 grave markers along this haunted trail with ghosts and jack-o'-lanterns and all kinds of other stuff. Here we have Javamonk's old skin, the Steve skin, and here we have Quicksilver stability. Okay, and I think that concludes the Halloween part. So this is probably what I would have done for the Halloween edition of this survival series, assuming I didn't miss Halloween. So now, let's go celebrate Christmas now. Okay, let's walk into the mansion, and now, come on, assuming I can actually open the door. Here we go. So I just activated Christmas chest, because now we're celebrating Christmas. So, we have the Christmas chest, and that's pretty much all the Christmas decorations, and these are actually the default Christmas. This will automatically appear on Christmas Day in Minecraft if you play on that date. Also during Halloween you'll have random skeletons and zombies spawning with pumpkins on their heads, but I couldn't recreate that. Here, however, I used a resource pack or a texture pack to create these Christmas chests. So now, let's do something Christmas themed, and I have the perfect idea for what to do. So as for something Christmas themed, I think we should go up to the Sky Village here that we started several episodes ago, assuming I can actually take off. There we go. So we have all kinds of islands all over the place. We have farming islands, harvesting things like wheat, beetroots, carrots, and potatoes. We have Trim Castle. We have a big pink plastic island. We have this drowned farm. That's not an island. We have this totally failed mob farm. And we have the Sky Village here. Now this Sky Village is quite enormous, but it doesn't actually really have much. It does have this giant gray zeppelin though, so that carries the entire village. And on this main island we have villager trading halls that so far functioning quite well. But anyways, we're focusing on the Sky Village because this branch of the path over here is intended to be a landing pad. This entire village is intended for rejected villagers. Basically, villagers that either became obsolete or I never wanted them in the trading hall in the first place. They are not killed. They are instead brought to this Sky Village to live out their days. And let me just shoot off this creeper. Right. So this place needs a landing pad in order for it to be an effective way to get villagers over here, because otherwise it would just look really silly to have a bunch of minecart rails traveling from that island all the way over here. So this here is supposed to be the landing pad. And I think we should make this landing pad nice and large, because I brought plenty of grass anyway. So maybe make it 15 by 15 platform. I think that'll be enough. Think that'll be large enough. Okay, the landing pad here is in line with the island and also nice and large. So the basic idea for this landing pad is I'm going to have some flying machines actually flying over here, literally dropping off the villagers here, and then flying back to pick up some more villagers. Meanwhile, the villagers could just wander around this village and eventually settle in. So to make this look nice and at least somewhat good, I think I'm going to place these dark oak leaves on the... Yep. I wish I had shears, although I think... Yeah, okay, Silk Touch bricks leaves. So this here is pretty much entirely for decoration, and also used as a retainer wall in case this place suddenly gets so full that the villagers start throwing themselves off the island for some reason. Or throwing themselves off this landing pad. In the corners here, I'm thinking growing a tree. So I'm just going to place a spruce sapling there. I don't think it's going to create podzol here. Pretty sure it's not going to. Okay, the trees have been planted, and actually I really like how bushy these trees are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dig inside here a little bit and just sneak in some glowstone. So let's see. I suppose I temporarily don't need this much dirt. Okay, and I guess temporarily I don't need this much dark oak. Why did I bring so much dark oak? Anyways, this log here, I'm just going to replace with glowstone. There we go. And then cover up with leaves so that it's not obvious, while also lighting up the... And it'll also light up the tree quite well. Let me actually place some of this in the ender chest. There we go. So I'm going to hide some glowstone in all these trees, and then that will be the... Maybe I'll add a couple candy canes on this side here. Because given from how well the candy canes on that path there are doing, these candy canes on the side of this on the side of this landing pad should be no problem. Then again, I do tend to fail quite miserably every time I say that something should be no problem. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay, now it's time to make some candy canes on the sides, on the three sides of this landing pad here. So, whoa, weird lag there. But candy canes are pretty simple. I occasionally screw this up, though. So, in the meantime, I'd like to catch you up on a few things that have been going on. So, the reason why I've been limited to uploading videos every month is because, and that's actually going to continue for probably a little while. The reason why I've been limited like that is because back in August I made about 10 videos, and then come September, it's basically school took over, life took over, and I had absolutely no time whatsoever to do any recording. So I took the videos that I had, stretched them out to... I tried bi-weekly. That didn't really work. So then I tried stretching that out to monthly, and that does sort of work. I don't like that solution, but it's really the only thing I have. So the weird part is that this time constraint just came completely out of the blue. I could not prepare with 30 episodes. I only prepared for 10. Which also means that the Adventure Map series will soon run out of episodes because those things take a very long time to make. So, the Adventure Map series will return though, and in fact, I actually now have an excuse to hold off a little bit on that because I'm hoping to use some 1.14 features in the final release of the map. But episode 8 of the Adventure Map series will be coming out probably sometime, maybe in March? Maybe? We'll see about that. So, here we are, we got the 3 candy canes. So, now that we're done with the Christmas decorations and the Halloween decorations, I think we should do something that I've never done before on this series, and that is celebrate Thanksgiving. It's something that I often don't do because it's traditionally an American holiday, while Halloween and Christmas is kind of sort of worldwide. Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that should be celebrated around the world, but generally speaking are not. Maybe other countries can skip the Black Friday part of that, because quite honestly, Black Friday sucks. But the Thanksgiving part is really cool. So I think in this episode, to end it off, we should celebrate Thanksgiving. And the best way to do that is to meet with pets and just... So, I'm going to get some chicken. That's the best substitute for turkey that there is. In fact, I'm going to get some actual... I'm going to cook that chicken in the furnace array upstairs. And then I can actually distribute it at Trim Castle, because that is where I'm going to celebrate Thanksgiving. So before we go off to Trim Castle and have a Thanksgiving feast there, I wanted to check up on the ice farm that we constructed last episode. And so far, so good. I actually have a time-lapse recorded of the first layer of ice coming through. So, check it out. The second layer is about to be completed as well. So this ice farm is very, very fast. And the cool part is, since these chunks aren't loaded all the time, this thing can run pretty much... I can just do a on and off AFK sessions. So, and I can also fly right out of here, which is also pretty cool. So, let's head back to Trim Castle, and we can celebrate Thanksgiving there. I brought my cooked chicken. Okay, it's time to celebrate Thanksgiving. Oh, come on. It's time to celebrate Thanksgiving with the animals that are stored in this floating castle over here. So, and that would complete... Whoa. Ouch. And that would complete the holiday catch-up. So we did a Christmas village over there, or a Christmas landing pad. We made some haunted paths and ghosts and things leading up to the mansion. And now we can celebrate Thanksgiving here. So, first off, let me take off my armor here. Store it on these lovely armor stands. Okay. Here we go. And since I know my way around the castle, then... I wonder where Quicksilver went. See, that's a weird part. Quicksilver actually cannot... It can't leave this room. He can't leave this room, and yet he seems to disappear. But anyways, I'll give you a quick tour of this castle. So we have this area here. This is kind of the bedroom. We have this area here, which is basically the food serving, and that food gets served up in the table up at the surface there. So I'm gonna load up all the cooked chicken, this potatoes and apples. I'm also gonna eat a golden apple and an enchanted golden apple, which will help with this advancement right here. Those are a few of the things that I actually haven't eaten yet. So that's in there. You have these relatively empty wings. Over here, however, we have a medieval kitchen that also has a refrigerator. And then I can just climb some more steps here. Oh, this way. So the floor above this one has all my pets, and in fact, my little brother is currently designing this floor right here for my dogs and cats, and as well as some villagers. Plus, I have parrots over here, and on the floor above is the roof, and that's where it seems that pretty much all of the animals have congregated, and as well as all of the llamas that are also supposed to be chefs, but for some reason they're hanging out on the roof. I guess because they're unable to actually come back down. And of course I have a few other animals scattered around here. So I'm gonna load all this food into the serving systems, and then we can finish this episode off. And now the feast has started. The food has started appearing on the table because I spawned a bunch of animals down in the lower levels to actually randomly step on the pressure plates. So now food will just randomly start appearing, just like this. So of course the villagers will pick up some of them, as will and I assume ooh, there's the enchanted golden apple. So all this cooked chicken and I think the bread and the potatoes the villagers can actually pick up, which is really, really cool. And the apples, I'm pretty sure I can feed those to the llamas. Either that or I can feed them to horses. Not sure which. But there we are. So now I can eat this. I didn't get hungry somehow. And of course some of this food is flying off the table, but that's fine. The point is, it's a fantastic Thanksgiving meal, and I'm stealing everyone's food here. Alrighty, so now we can eat this normal apple. Can eat the golden apple. Feeling amazing, and now the one and only, the only enchanted golden apple that I have actually successfully gotten, and that is right here. And now I have eaten the enchanted golden apple. Alrighty, that concludes this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. I will see you next video, whenever that comes out, which will probably be in a month. So, thank you for watching.